us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, the preseason draws to a close with a good matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Bucs take over.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there, and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Brought down back at the
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
And one of the few knocks on him coming out of North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. But he worked so hard at making up for that lost time. He loves the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And Conley's got it over the middle. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 7. First down, Steelers.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he stopped immediately there. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's actually no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Randy Bullock.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Robinson. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
3-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mixon with a first down carry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Joe Mixon, 48 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Steeler first down. That's the end of the first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
Wilson.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Wilson. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dante Pettis. 45 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the... end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. That's complete to Mooney. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Flacco will take to the air again. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Jihad Ward in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him.
Trubisky's pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Intended for Chris Conley.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that'll be incomplete.
Trubisky
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Trubisky. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
by the Steelers.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Brings up 2nd and
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 41, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got his target, Chris Conley.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Second and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do
know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run with Abdullah. And he'll be out of bounds. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. 4th down conversions this drive now 3 for 3.
I'd love to get a look at his play chart right now because he obviously has confidence in everything he has written down in terms of short yardage and going for it on 4th down.
They run. Abdullah. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Pull it good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard.
The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. And we watch now how effective they've been, how disruptive they've been in the backfield.
What's been so difficult for the offense is that
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Neville Gallimore. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Flacco from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people. No errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Number 35, the ball carrier.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 7, Flacco. And this will be caught by Mooney. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 2nd down. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First and 10 here for Flacco. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Flacco. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Well, find Bryant is tight end. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Colin Saunders. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Flacco's throw there complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Complete to Hunter.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Trubisky.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Gain of 15. And the Steeler 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trubisky to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky.
Yards to go.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They go play action. Trubisky. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Russell Gage there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, This is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To pass, Flacco. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
48-yard line.
One last gasp for Flacco. He's going to let it fly. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
What's up, man?
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Tonight,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.